the little eerie music, and then you've got the little kids laughing, and there's a creak of a door.
There's got to be a clown in there somewhere.
Oh, come on now.
This is the Rising High Extended Tea Break, the game dev podcast bringing you the best practical, actionable advice for indie game developers. Brought to you by RisingHighAcademy.com. The kettle's on, so let's go listen in.
Hey there, and welcome to episode 8 of the Rising High Extended Tea Break. My name is Kevin, and I am joined with Gilly today. Hello, Gilly.
Hello. Is it really episode 8?
Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. So, what is going on today for the tea break?
Today for the tea break, we had a question emailed in from Brad.
What is up, Brad?
He's asking, is it worth adding a video to my App Store page?
Okay, cool. So, yeah, great question.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending that in. Really awesome. If you want to send in a question, feel free to do so at podcast@RisingHighAcademy.com. Send us your question there, and we'll happily read it out on the show like we're doing today from Brad. So, remind me, Gilly, what was it?
Well, it's kind of put our list together for today. He's asking if it's worth adding a video to his App Store page.
Okay.
So we came up with 7 reasons why you should.
We did.
And 1 why you shouldn't.
Oh, how curious. Okay, let's kick things off with number 1.
Number 1. Well, Apple now allows you 3 videos.
They do.
Yeah. Bit different for Google, but Apple now go with 3.
They do, and they've also added 10 extra screenshots, going off on a tangent a little bit. So now Apple are definitely putting more of emphasis on the developer and the way you can showcase your game and app as well. So if Apple are saying you can now have 3 videos along with the additional screenshots, I think you should definitely utilise the space that you're allotted. And remember, this is the shop window to your game.
Yeah.
So anything that you can do to entice potential players into your game, I think you should be using them. Now, make no mistake, creating videos is pretty tricky and quite time consuming as well. So there is that to consider. Whether or not you need 3, that's sort of arguable whether or not.
Yeah, see, there was another question on the forum like this, slightly like this. And my answer there was, I have actually seen Apple features with only 2 or 3 screenshots.
Yeah.
So you could kind of argue, well, why should I bother? Because they got featured with just 3. Yeah. But if you go with just 3, then you're never going to know.
No, I mean, I totally take. I do know what you mean, and what you're saying is, well, Apple have featured games with only a couple of screenshots, and Apple, if you're listening, if I was your game store manager, you would have to have at least 5 screenshots and probably a video. I think from a developer's point of view, it shows that you're putting the effort in for one.
Yeah, that's the key, is the effort. I
actually think it's a disgrace, and if there was ever a game to be featured and I was in charge, that's it. Unless you've got at least 5 screenshots, which used to be the quota. 10 now, all 10 maybe.
You should have certain things to do to actually get you through the gates first.
Well, the thing is, you spend all this time and energy making our damn games as cool as they are.
Which can take months.
Of course. And then you only put 1 screenshot. And
you think, right at the end, I can't be bothered.
Oh, my goodness.
It's too much effort.
Honestly.
And I do understand how people feel like that. We've come to the end and we thought, I've got all the screenshots.
No, that's a very real thing,
but you've got to pick yourself up and think, well, this is my time now.
Yeah, you've got to push through the grind bit of the project. And yes, you're knackered, and yes, you're sick to death of your game at this point. But this is arguably the most important part of the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've often talked about like an ordinary shop window. You've bought the new version of Bleach or whatever.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
It's going to hit the charts, and you bought it, but you put it out the back room.
Yeah, exactly. You
expect people to buy it.
That's it, and you've got to make a big deal of it as much as you can. And if the platforms that we're choosing, be it Google Play or the App Store, you should use the space allotted to you.
Yeah.
Because it's your biggest driver of traffic within the platform, right? So I don't understand the two screenshot, one screenshot mentality. And yeah, like we said, yes, you are knackered at the end, but you've got to push through that. And this is what it's all been for.
Yeah, it's your time to show off.
That's right.
It's the only thing. It's the only time you're going to get that chance.
That's right. It's great that they've added more. Like I said, the 10 screenshots. I'm not really sure about that. I
think it depends. If you've got like an arcadey game, maybe 5 is going to be enough.
Yeah, I think so. I like the idea of 3 videos, and we've utilised that ourselves since we've only really released one since that came in.
Yeah.
But no, that's not true, actually. We did on survival. We definitely only did 1 video for that, which potentially we could have done more.
Yeah.
But I think it depends on your game to a certain degree as well.
Yeah, I think it does, yeah.
I personally think 1's enough. I'm not really sure why 3. And to be fair, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but for when I'm browsing the App Store, these app previews take forever to load.
Well, I've been, when I've surfed through Apple and that before, now it's just, they stop.
Yeah.
They start playing and they stop.
It's a bit cranky, isn't it?
I don't know why that happens.
No, it's a funny one. So
it's annoying.
Yeah, it is annoying. It's almost like, well...
I mean, I know previous to this, if I used to go in and have a look at an app, you could just press.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You press, but nothing happens.
No, that's right. Probably
so you kind of
because
have to wait for it to
yeah, most
start.
likely something to do with this autoplay thing that they pulled in. It might just be like too much stress on their servers.
Yeah.
And video files are inherently large. And they've obviously, there's super smart people. They've obviously got all the crunching and the compression down as best they can, but yeah, they don't work as nicely as you think they would. Yeah, I agree. So I have no idea. Where are we? That's only number 1.
Only number 1. I just wanted to mention about Google Play as well. You get 30 seconds for an Apple preview.
You do.
Google Play is a little bit more generous. You can go 30 to 120.
Very true.
Seconds, which changes,
Yeah, it gives you 30 seconds when you're building your videos. I mean, we've got a whole course on this inside the Academy where I'll show you exactly how we make ours, and 30 seconds goes really fast.
That goes fast.
So if you break that 30 seconds down and you say you want to show off 10 bits of your game...
They've literally got to be 2-3 seconds ago.
Exactly.
Which can make for a very confusing looking video.
Yeah, but the thing is, it just goes so fast. You go, oh, what about this bit? Oh, that's a cool bit. And right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, so in that respect, the 3 videos could work quite well. But yeah, it goes super fast to do that. And yeah, you're right. The 30 seconds limit on Apple, I think, is a good thing for me. I like the constraint of that. Google, you can obviously go a little bit longer, almost 4 times as long. But we will always do for that 30 seconds because then we can use the same video without any edits or cuts for both platforms. Yeah. So we make one video for Apple and that goes on Google Play.
That goes on everything.
And it just, unless we like we don't normally put App Store badges on any of our videos. We build them in the way that we can, build it once and repurpose it everywhere. That's the way we do it. It makes a lot of sense. You don't have to keep, re-rendering it out or changing it for the right store. So yeah, that's a good point about that.
There's the view count as well, Google Play.
Yeah, so
your video.
Yeah, you host it on YouTube.
YouTube.
So host it on YouTube, and you'll get the view count on that, which will obviously help for your SEO and stuff. So that's a whole sort of different area about a benefit of doing it. But yeah, it's another great point. Well done. It's like exactly you can get your view counts up, and it counts. So if you put a YouTube URL in for your Google Play listing, you'll get accounts. You'll get view counts on both your YouTube channel and your Play Store listing.
That's right.
The other thing with that is, and I don't know if they still do this, but you used to be able to monetize it as well. So
really?
When you used to be able to, I know YouTube had just changed all their limits and stuff. You need like 10,000 subs or whatever view count. But you could put Google Ad videos on your YouTube previews, so you get like double whammy. If someone views it on the store, they get one of those little banners or whatever.
Okay.
I don't really think that's a good idea, to be fair, because you really want people to download your game.
Yes.
But it's definitely worth noting that.
Don't forget to A/B test.
Oh yeah, of course. You're on Google Play. I love Google Play for the experiments and stuff, because you can definitely A/B test your videos like everything else. Your screenshots and your icons. The video's no different. You can then do, is this video converting better than the other video? And we like to do that. Generally speaking, we do our experiments on Google Play, and if we see a significant difference, we've done
it with icons.
Yeah, we'll flick them over to iOS.
Yeah.
And use that as the experiment, as it's called. Alrighty, so what's number 2?
Number 2, conversion rates are estimated to rise anywhere between 15% and 35%.
This is true. Now, most of the stuff you'll read online, it has to be said, where these surveys are conducted, usually come from companies who build app preview videos, funnily enough. So they will tell you that
How strange.
Yeah, I know, it's curious, isn't it? So the people who are building or offer services to build videos for you will tell you that the conversion rates are way higher. Now, I think for the most part that's probably true, but I kind of take that with a little bit of pinch of salt on that one. But it does make sense that they will convert better, depending if you execute your video well. Now, if you've got a really crappy video, it's not
particularly going to.
It might even go against you. Yeah, exactly. But conversion rates allegedly do convert better using video. I think that's a very real thing, albeit promoted by the people who want you to buy their service. I think it makes a lot of sense that
it's a bit of a two-way street, isn't it? Really?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But that's number 2 as a higher conversion rate. I think that's a solid entry for the list.
Okay, number 3, make a video to show off your gameplay.
Yeah, so this is the biggie, isn't it? This is the real nub of why you want a video, because your static screenshots just don't.
They don't really portray what your game.
They don't.
Looks like.
I mean, we spend days on our screenshots, and it never truly portrays the essence of what of the game. It just doesn't. What's the thing? A picture says 1,000 words. I think a video must do like 1,000,000 words or something. There's probably some fancy quote out there that I don't know about. But for me, that the video will it makes sense to have a video to show off the gameplay and the movement and stuff that you just can't do on screenshots.
Well, sometimes I even look at screenshots and I just think, I have no idea.
Well, there is that, yeah, exactly.
I have no idea what your game does.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that totally. So, showing off your gameplay, adding more stuff, even though we've got the allowance increased on the screenshots, you can definitely really capture the gameplay like nothing else would. I mean, it's sort of, this is
That's the best word for it. It literally captures your game.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's pretty obvious because it will be a screen capture for the most part. But, if the question was, should you add a store list? Well, yeah, I think you should, because it will show off your games to its best ability. And it will give you extra frames that you're unable to do in the same way as you can in a screenshot. Okay.
Number 3 done. Okay, number 4. Also to show off the game's personality, your pace.
Yeah, I think
speed.
I think number 3 and 4 probably on the same sort of level there. So we have games that are both. We have fast games and we have slow chilled games.
Yeah.
A screenshot, and obviously is it static.
It's not going to tell you that, is it?
You can't really you'll never get the actual speed and pace of a game from a screenshot. Now, you can add in whooshes and whatnot and character trails to portray movement and stuff like that. But you can...
It's still not quite the same.
You'll never know how fast the game is.
No. Imagine if you downloaded a game just with screenshots and you just think, oh.
Well, I mean, it's
That's a bit fast.
Yeah, but it's not been that long that Apple actually introduced the first video.
Right.
I mean, we certainly remember when videos weren't a thing.
Yeah.
And it was a lot easier, to be honest, because we didn't have to make videos.
Of course it
was. But yeah, it's not all that long ago since Apple first brought the video section into the App Store listing. But yeah, if you go on there and look at just a game without a video, you can't really tell.
Yeah, it's pot luck whether it's a fast game or a slow game.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. What's next? I don't know where we are.
Oh, still reading number 5. We have covered all that, haven't we? Music and stuff.
I don't think we've even got to number 5 yet, have we?
No, maybe that's me jumping ahead.
Okay, well that's normal. Let's do it. Let's go to what's number 5 then?
Number 5 is to add music.
Yeah, exactly. Here
Set
we go.
the mood and pace.
Yeah, I think what happened between 3, 4, and 5 is they're all the same sort of thing.
As usual.
Yeah,
all
just eking the list out to make the numbers up. No, that's not true. So no, but I think as always they're sort of interchangeable, right? It's kind of you can't just these are points within the main point, which is if you've got a video, it allows you to set and show off everything about your game in a moving format and put music to it as well. Now, often we will add music to our trailers that is not gameplay music, and we
sometimes pick that. Bespoke.
We will go onto the likes of Audio Jungle and do a search for a 30-second piece of music, often using the BPM of the game, which is the beats per minute, to try and set the pace of the game, of the music to match the pace of the game. So if you've got a really fast game, then you can use your gameplay music. There's nothing wrong with that. But we like to use a separate music, which is cut directly for 30 seconds, and if you load up the video and the music starts, like normally the good example is like a beat house track where it's going boom 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 and just like gets that energy up and totally elevates your store listing, because it pumps you up and it makes you excited that you want to play. And on the flip side, you can have a chilled game where it's just like nice and zen and smooth and calming. It has a totally different effect. It's true. And you have to kind of go with the pace your game's playing. That's right.
Usually if we're flicking through music and that, we've actually got the game playing.
Always.
Music off, everything off, just literally playing.
That's right. What normally we do, to be fair, is that we will record a video of the gameplay, maybe 5 minutes, just rough and ready, just us playing the game with the sound off, and then have that playing and then go search for our music. So the game, we can watch the game and see, okay, this is sort of fitting.
Yeah, it kind of goes.
And that's a really good, quick way of working out whether it's going to actually work against the gameplay that you've got. So that's always a good tip. But yeah, so the 3, 4, and 5 is basically, this is where you can, I think it's all about the experience at this point. You can show the experience of your game to the player, and that is music, sounds, all the rest of it. Stuff like effects of explosions. You can put an explosion in your screenshot, which normally is a really good idea, because in essence it has its own inherent movement. But if you've got some cool explosions in your game, there is no better way than to put that in your video to go, oh wow, that's cool, all the mad stuff.
It can actually pick you up on a few things if you actually haven't got an effect in there. If you haven't yet put a sound effect in for your explosion. It's a double whammy for we need that first.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can certainly pick up bugs on this. I mean that's happened actually a couple of times to us. One thing to say is when you're recording the video, we will turn the gameplay music off and just keep the sound effects on. So you get the underlying game.
That's a good double whammy.
It's a good little tip, that one.
Your good sound effects in places where you should have them.
So it just joins the what will be the video music and your game together, and sort of sandwiches them on top of each other, to make it just to give it another a depth, another level there. So I think for all of this, it's just like watching I guess you can put it as something like a movie trailer versus a movie poster.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that sums it up. You know, you can have your movie trailer, or you look at the poster. I mean, it's just night and day, really, isn't it? So I think that's definitely something to be mindful of. Anyway,
well, it can go. I don't know what it was I watched now. It can go both ways. You know, like if you've got a creepy game, and you've got creepy screenshots, but that might be kind of taken the wrong way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
but
if you've got creepy music laid over it, you're anticipating that it's a kind of a creepy bit of a game.
Yeah.
But if you've got like I don't know, a chill music, it's a completely different tone.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that's where the importance of the music comes in.
Yeah.
Because you can really set the tone of that. And like you said, the creepy horror one's always a great example because it's really extreme.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what you're getting and you can build up that.
kind of weird nursery.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that. I know what you mean. Yeah. And I don't like it when the little kids laugh and that. They do that little... I'm not going to do it because I can't do it. Oh, that's very nice. But yeah, so it's just like... There's all that sort of creepy music. Then you can also do like a jump scare on them as well.
Yeah.
Which would be a great way to end the video and stuff like that. Now, if you put that aside from what we've been talking about, that creepy bit with the little eerie music, and then you've got the little kids laughing, and there's a creak of a door.
There's got to be a clown in there somewhere.
Oh, come on now. But yeah, against a screenshot.
Yeah.
I mean... I think that really...
Yeah, it's chalk and cheese, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It really is. But yeah, now put a nice jump scare at the end. That could be a really effective way, and it's just like, I've got to get that now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Don't know. 6?
Number 6, yeah. An animated call to action that highlights your game's
this is
features.
I put this in there. So on our screenshots, we normally recommend 3 to 5 words as short, punchy little stuff like play over 200 levels or collect all the characters or beat big bosses and stuff like that. But with the video, you got a little bit more opportunity to have what we're, I don't know if for the video people, they're like lower thirds and stuff, where you come in and you can put these messages and slide them in and animate the marketing message.
Oh, yeah.
And it can like slide in, then slide out again.
Yeah.
And it just brings it all alive and reinforces your screenshot marketing messages. Yeah. And of course, you can add more in. So say we've got 10 screenshots now, you have potentially 10 strap lines or 10
more chances.
Yeah. You've got 10 there, but in the video, you could keep putting them up or the bottom. So you can have big sort of in your face 50 worlds, 300 characters. You could keep streaming them in and crazy explosion, big bosses, yada 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 yada. And you've only got 10 on your screenshots potentially without really sort of messing them up and making them really busy. But you can also put, get download now, play today, join hundreds of thousands of gazillion players, battle your friends, yada, 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 all this stuff.
Calls to action.
And you can animate them and make them squeeze and pop and all this sort of stuff. And it just livens up. Lifts it up. That's a great thing. So it reinforces your marketing message, and you can do some snazzy animations to really show off the polish and highlight the best parts of your game, which you can't do on a screenshot. No.
What you don't need to do as well is it's Hollywood stuff.
Yeah, well, there is that. We found, we use Camtasia for doing our videos. There's definitely other bits of software like iMovie on a Mac or ScreenFlow. We use Camtasia, and like I said, we've got a whole course on that. And apart from all the different styles of videos that we go into, we define our quirky teasers, gameplay with music, and all that kind of stuff. That we go all into that in the academy. So there's loads of different things here, and loads of different purposes for your videos as well. But the bottom line is, sometimes the iMovie type things can work, but for your App Store gameplay trailers, you want to go straight in.
Gameplay.
Yeah, just straight into gameplay. Show them what they're going to get. I think it could work a little bit, but like we mentioned before, 30 seconds goes so damn fast.
Yeah, you'll end up just literally having that.
Yeah, that's it. If you're trying to put a poignant sort of break, as in, it came from within. all of a sudden you're a quarter of your way and your video's gone.
Yeah.
And you won't get anything. There's nothing. There's no time left.
No one's going to know what your game's about, really.
Well, that's
apart
right.
From it came from within.
Yeah, that's it. And that'd be it. It's just like, oh, okay then. That's right. Yeah, exactly. So it goes so far. So it's worth just going bash, bash, bash straight in. Get the attention as fast as you can. 30 seconds does not last long.
No.
Okay. So what else?
We're going to mention Best Fiends.
Oh yeah, no,
as an example of
Best
what
Fiends,
a great job they did.
Best Fiends is always one that stuck with me.
Yeah.
Because they've got a portrait game. We haven't talked about portrait and landscape either, but they've got a portrait game, and a lot of their social sharing videos and their trailers are done landscape. There's a whole thing about, do you want to do a portrait or landscape and all that kind of stuff. But we won't touch on that too much today. But they've got a really fantastic 3-dimensional globy world that you go through as their map in their game. And that's something that you can never get across on the screenshot because it looks flat.
Yeah, that's right.
But in the video, you see the world revolving and the work that's gone into that game and that world. I mean, it looks incredible.
It is amazing.
And that's where the video really just trumps the screenshots like all day long. There's just zero comparison, and they've done a really good job of adding all the these call to actions and the marketing.
Their strap lines.
Yeah, they come in and it shows, and then it flies out, and it's just like it really feels nice.
But they've done it in a way that it's not kind of in your face.
That's right.
It's done very subtly.
Yeah, I mean, whoever done the video done a cracking job. But yeah, that's definitely one to check out. So check out, just do a search for YouTube on Best Fiends. They've done a really good job there. So I think that was for that one. Yeah, a good example of a decent app preview video. That one, of which there's hundreds to be fair.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay, number 7. You'll need a video anyway for social sharing.
Indeed. Yeah, exactly. So if you're looking, and as we always say, you need to be sharing your game about to try and get some attention. You want videos, right? You want videos. So you need a video anyway. So you might as well start recording all this footage and hacking it all together to share out on your social channels. Certainly if you're pitching, like a publisher or anything, you don't really need an app preview video. You don't need the polished sort of marketing video for that. In fact, we recommend don't doing that. However, it all rolls around into the same thing, that you should be recording your game footage and recording best bits as well, which can all go into the final take of what will be your app preview video.
Yeah, well, it's not just that. Once you've done it, you've done it.
That's it.
And it's
evergreen, and it lives
everywhere.
on you. Yeah, exactly. It lives on your YouTube channel. You post it on all your social networks. If it's a really cool video, it will get shared around. And it just makes a lot of sense to do it for that anyway. So you might as well just, however rough and ready it is.
If you start doing videos from the off as part of the process of making a game, when you go from your first video and then you've done your 10 games, then you know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's right.
And you can look back on videos you've put together before and take them apart.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. The other thing as well, when we're mentioning that, it's just like if you're recording as you're going, it really does cement in some of the parts that you might forget about your game by the time you come to your video. It's just like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I bet that needs to go in the video. That's really, because you're building it and you're so used to it, you forget about the emotions you had when you were building it and you first saw it, and you think, actually, that should go in the video.
Yeah, we had that with Parallels. There was so much in that game. There were so many different bits, but there was one bit where you went along the platform, the little blue squares all dropped away at the same pace.
That's right, yeah.
And I don't think we had it in the first one. And when I was testing it and playing it, I came across it. I thought, no, that's not in the video. Yeah, it's got to be in the video.
Well, that comes back to point number about having 3 videos. Number 6.
No, that's way back up to number 1.
I reckon it was number 1. So fall back to number 1. That's why 3 videos would come into play, where you've got different worlds and stuff, where 30 seconds is just not enough to really show off the best bits of your game.
Yeah.
But
if you do 3 videos, for Apple, share them around. Ask people what one they like the best.
Well, yeah, that's it, and that sort of comes back to number 2, where we had.
You're not very good on numbers on this,
I'm going to give up. But it comes back to the Google experiments. Use the data. Maybe you build 3. You put it on Google Play, and then you see which ones performs the best, and that's the one or so that you use, or something like that. And it could also be the ordering, as well. Which order you put them in, best and the other thing of that as well for Apple is just don't forget about the poster frame. So now we've got 10 screenshots. If you've got 3 videos, you've also got 3 opportunities to add 3 new screenshots via the poster frame of the video. So the poster frame is what the video looks like before it plays.
Okay.
And you can select a section within the video to choose which
where
screenshot.
It starts from.
So if you've got your game and your first screenshot is red, don't put a red screenshot as the poster frame as your video, because you'll have red screenshot.
Okay.
So you've got an opportunity there to have another screenshot with the static video, which gives you 13 in total, or 12 really, because the first one will autoplay. But that's something to be worth noting as well. Don't forget to do your poster frames and make them different than your other screenshots. Okay, how are we doing?
We're down to the one reason why not.
Is that number 8?
Well, it hasn't really got a number.
All right.
We've got 7 reasons why you should.
Yeah, I think we made that quite compelling argument for doing a video.
We've got 1 reason why you probably shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
What's that going to be?
Well,
maybe your game is rubbish.
Maybe your game's not very good. Yeah, your game's crap, right? So the bottom line
Say
is...
it like it is.
Well, no, come on. If you haven't got that good a game... Now, everyone loves their game, don't get me wrong. And as we normally are, I'm going to be quite brutal because I don't care. There are some games... Even by the essence of them, that are not that visually compelling.
I think there are games I've come across in the App Store, going by what is displayed on their screenshots. I don't think I'd want to see a video of it. Or the video wouldn't display much, I don't think.
Well, here's the thing. Here's my controversial take on it. If you can't tell what the actual gameplay is like, there is an argument for saying, well, I'm not really sure via the screenshots, but you know what? It's a free download. It doesn't cost me anything. I'm just going to hit that get button. Now, if your crappy game with kind of strange screenshots that I don't know, that's going to cost me nothing but a little bit of time to hit the button, if you show me how bad your game is, there is only one outcome. And I won't download it.
No, that's right.
So that's why I've added this one in. Now, it is brutal, I know. But get over yourselves, because it's hard to make really good games. And we keep swinging the bat because we want to make better games.
Yeah.
If you know your game in your heart does not justify having a video, a crappy video of your crappy game is not going to help. So the bottom line is, if you feel that there is not enough stuff to make a decent enough video, then don't do it. Now, I'll rewind that a little bit, because we always say, and we've had this come up in the academy quite a few times, and our sort of bottle response to this is, if you haven't got enough stuff to make a decent enough video for your game probably is not ready. It's not ready, because if you can't fill 30 seconds of nice, exciting / creepy / zen gameplay, then it doesn't bode well for your game. Now, again,
it doesn't, considering 30 seconds is a very, very short space of time.
Exactly. So yes, it is harsh, and I don't care if people shout at me, but I stand by it, and I think the only reason, if you give me a rubbish video, the only outcome is I'm not going to download it. Whereas if I don't
if you just
have a video,
the screenshots, I might
give it a
download
punt.
It. Yeah.
So I think, we're talking about games. If you've got apps and stuff, it's slightly different, because a utility app it doesn't have to look great, but if it shows me the functionality and the problem it solves for me, then sure.
Yeah, that's right.
In fact, I think almost certainly for that style of app, not a game, an app, I think it's an absolutely no-brainer. You have to put one in.
Yes.
But if your game is really not that visually appealing, and you have to be honest with yourself, I would say number 8, don't. Just don't. And think about why, and that might be a really good pointer as to actually you need to add some more stuff to your game, or it's just not ready yet. All right, so I think that just about wraps it up. On that happy note, as I like to always leave it on a happy note. So yeah, I hope you found that useful today. That's a little bit about App Store preview videos. Like I mentioned a couple of times, we do go into this inside the Academy, and we'd love to invite you inside the Academy if you want to learn all about this sort of stuff. Check out our courses, our live events every Friday. What else we got in there? We have got so much inside the Academy.
Big community.
In fact,
really good people.
Yeah, really smart people. You know, we've got the likes of Davey Reichel in there. He's a member. You know, Colour Switch. I rest my face. I don't really need to say any more than that. Amongst others, and I think the Academy. I mean, we've had 5 Apple features this year alone. We're 9 weeks in at the time of this recording, so one every other week. Featured games on the App Store has come from Academy members, which is just like mental. And the other thing is I kept getting emails about this. So I put up a video and I've opened the doors. Think of it like an open day.
Okay.
And I've recorded a video and shows you exactly what's inside the Academy. You know, there's so much. So I highly recommend you go and check out the video. It's about 10 minutes long. And I had to cut that really short, by the way. We've got all the watches builds in there where you see us build 2 Apple featured games. We've got expert conversations coming in from like Steve B. Young, ASO, Nanovation come in talking about their process, interview with Trey Smith. We've got so much stuff in there. It's unbelievable.
It's a good job we didn't have to do that video in 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, no, that wouldn't quite work, would it? Okay, so
it sounded very funny.
Yeah, so, you know, there's a sort of, if you haven't checked out the Academy, do go and have a look. See if it's a good fit. Everybody loves it, and we're highly proud of it. So go and check that video, and hopefully you won't need to email us in again. But speaking of email, if you do have a question, we'd love to hear it. Just like today from Brad, I think it was emailing. Yeah. What's up, Brad? Thanks for that. Yeah, great. It really helps us answer the questions that you want answered, and that's what we're here for.
That's what we're here for.
And yeah, so I think that will wrap it up today, Gilly.
Okay.
Alrighty,
Kettle time.
Yeah, I do need a cup of tea.
I do need a cup of tea.
These tea breaks I've got to be honest.
They're a very long tea break.
They're not very thirst quenching, shall we say. So on that note, we will bid you farewell till next time. And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode.
Speak soon.
You've been listening to the Rising High Extended Tea Break. To learn more about the resources mentioned in today's show, or to find out more about the Rising High Academy, visit RisingHighAcademy.com. That's RisingHighAcademy.com.